InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
My name is Kike. I am a member of Team Jupiter. We are working on a solution to help curb the out-of-school problem prevalent in Nigeria. We've come up with a product named Smart School. Education is the key to eliminate poverty in this country. And if we don't do something about that, this country is not going to move forward. We're just going to have more and more dead weights, preventing us from moving forward. Why would you want to use Smart School? Smart School is going to be readily available to everybody at this point in time because our agents will be ready and always there to provide this education to the children whenever they need it and the time they need it.
Today we have a lot of out-of-school children, irrespective of the location. We have out-of-school children in Lagos. We have out-of-school children in IDP camps. We have out-of-school children almost everywhere. And we think we can come up with a solution to solve that problem. Education is key to a growing nation, and we need to be able to solve this problem. The sooner we can, the better. It's not really all about the winning. I want to believe we win, even if our solution is not the best. But because it can solve a problem, I know we've already won, and we know it's going to make an impact. Having the privilege to participate in this competition, I'm speaking on behalf of the team, the students, and myself. The solution we are going to come up with is a solution that I bet will address this problem.
Jupiter!
The winning team!
Jupiter!
The winning team!
Jupiter!
The winning team!
InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
Problems. Who doesn't have them? Some problems are embarrassing. Some are humiliating. Some are unsuitable. Some are testing. Some are unexplainable. Some you just have to laugh about. And some, maybe not. Whatever life dishes you, you can always be sure you'll have one less thing to worry about when it comes to making payments, sending money, paying bills, and everyday payments. Quick Teller, everyday payments made easy.
What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is Verve. Verve in your mind helps you understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing but possibilities. And Verve in your hand? Well, let's just say that's how you get rewarded for not giving up on you. No matter what you're into, Verve is key to opening the doors you want. The only question that really matters is, have you got Verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
This is InterswitchSPAK 1.0. Today, we shall take you on another exciting adventure in the world of science. Teamwork is encouraged on InterswitchSPAK 1.0 as all scientists are made to work together in the Innovation Challenge to prefer a solution to a given problem. Now, this team stands a chance to win the Founders Award. After teamwork, these same 9 scientists then head on to the InterswitchSPAK TV series where they battle for the title of Nigeria's best science student. Today, we have Team Jupiter. Team Jupiter is led by their captain Ikechukwu alongside their mentors Damola, Alex and Akiyemi. Let's see if Team Jupiter will become the star Jupiter was meant to be, as they propose a solution that helps promote learning beyond the formal institution as a tool to tackling the out-of-school issues prevalent in our society, and they will do that with the aid of technology. Captain, over to you.
We at Team Jupiter, we are here to provide you with an innovative solution that will help solve the out-of-school issue prevalent in our society, Nigeria. Before I move on, I would like to introduce you to a special child, and his name is Mohammed. Mohammed is a young boy living in Sokoto State, and unfortunately, no one has given Mohammed a chance to dream. For him, this price is just too high. The price is him walking 2 hours barefoot to school every day. It's him forgetting about his family and their sustenance. Education is something that he just can't afford. Unfortunately for this kind of an issue, there are over 11 million children in Nigeria suffering the same way Mohammed is. And the situation is even worse when you consider Africa as a whole. But come to think about it, what if all this knowledge and all these skills that Mohammed and the other 11 million children need could be brought to them right at their doorstep? Because it's as they say it, if the mountain will not go to Mohammed, then Mohammed must go to the mountain. But just to tickle your fancy, we have some stats here that we at Team Jupiter have provided for you. In 2017, according to BBC, Nigeria had the highest number of out-of-school children in the entire world. And this population of out-of-school children was more than the population of 8 West African countries. Can you imagine that kind of situation? And yet, in 2017, 10.5 million of these children were recorded, while in 2008, according to UNESCO, 8 million children were recorded to be out of school. But come to think about it, why are they out of school in the first place? There's the high poverty level, the poor educational infrastructure, the distance to the nearest school, like our young boy Mohammed is dealing with, the cultural bias present in society, and just mere ignorance. And what could this possibly lead to in the long run in Nigeria? We will have public unrest because uneducated children will grow up to become youth, and these youth are the ones that are most susceptible to be lured into political thuggery, armed robbery, theft, and all whatnot. And the poverty level will continue to increase because these people are uneducated, no skills, they are equipped with no knowledge whatsoever that will help better their lives. And of course, there will be an unskilled population because they are not educated. There will be low foreign direct investment. A rational foreign investor will not want to invest in a country where majority of the children that are supposed to grow up into youth and adults are illiterate because they cannot consume their products, neither can they work for them. And slow economic growth will be the final result of all of this because these children cannot grow up to contribute positively to the growth of the country's economy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we at Jupiter are here to present to you our innovative solution to this problem, and we call it Smart School, making education accessible, available, and affordable to all. Now, how does this work? First of all, Smart School has 2 components. We have the Ed Kit, and just as the name implies, the education kit, and we also have the distribution. Now, Ed Kit is a complete package of technologically advanced devices that will help provide the desired education to these children. We have the instruction materials in the Ed Kit according to the Nigerian education curriculum as prescribed by the Ministry of Education. And as accessories to that, we have the smart device. That is any device that is able to connect to the internet and will be preloaded with all these instructional materials that will be required for these children to access this education. And we'll also, in that same Ed Kit, we have the mini projector in case the number of children are large and the screen will be too small. We have the solar bag to provide power to these devices. And we also have the online database management and the student progress management for these children, because we are trying to make sure that these children get the best of smart school and their progress is recorded accordingly. Now, in order to provide this wonderful education to all the children all over Nigeria and possibly the whole of Africa, we realized that we need to collaborate with some key organizations and key individuals in our society. And one of them includes collaboration with a financial inclusion agency network, such as that of InterswitchSPAK Teller PayPoints in agency network, because these agencies are placed in strategic points all over the country. And since people are always accessing these places, they'll be able to obtain the ed kits from those people. We'll also be collaborating with religious organizations, community leaders, National Youth Service Commission, the NCE, just to make sure that this smart school gets to everybody that needs it. Now, you may be wondering, is this really sustainable? Of course it is. Because at Team Jupiter, we consider this and we make sure that our idea is sustainable. And for that reason, we itemize two main points under sustainability. We have the funding. Now, of course, as a project of this size, it will need money, obviously. So we know that NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, especially those ones that are concerned with child education and the survival of the African child, will be involved in funding this project. The communities that will also be needing this will be funding the project, partnerships with organizations, and of course, self-funding by instructors if they feel moved to support this great innovation. In order to keep our education going, we obviously have to consider the maintenance. Now, we will only use high-quality products with a warranty to ensure that this, even if anything should happen, these devices will not get damaged easily. And if these devices get damaged easily, we'll provide technical training for our instructors, and these instructors will be able to manage minor damages done to these devices in case there is need for that. And if in a situation where these damages are too much for them to handle, we will leverage this InterswitchSPAK repair network to take these devices to the higher level where they can be repaired effectively, so as to prevent an interruption in education that will provide to these children. Now, you may be wondering, after all we said, what would the system look like? Now, let me give you an example. Adamu is a young man in a village where the number of out-of-school children is alarmingly very high. Adamu goes to a smart school center and gets the training to become an instructor for smart school. He gets his ed kit and goes back to his village and provides his education to all the children there. And in doing this, Adamu has changed his life, the lives of all those children there, and they can go on to make Nigeria a great country. Thank you very much.
I'm sure innovators watching will kick off on your proposed solution. But now it's time to defend your project. On our panel today, we have Vincent, Ehosa, and Emeka. A round of applause for our panelists. Vincent, what do you make of the proposal?
You guys did pretty well. You used the art of storytelling, which was really good. And I think the person presenting was quite articulate. How does your solution solve that problem of getting a teacher to administer or to, give these courses to a large classroom of students?
Now, in the ed kits, the instructional materials there, it's not someone that will be there, like with the children teaching them. The instructional materials take care of that, because there are videos there, these pre-recorded videos that could be in the language of the native people there if need be. And during the course of the education, obviously they will learn English, so from there they can progress to start speaking English with them and all that. So the only thing that will be required is just a person, somebody that is knowledgeable, to go there, set up everything for the children there so that they can sit down there and watch the videos and make use of the notes in the EdKits package for them right there.
This may work well in certain parts of the country, but how do you address such challenges when you look at remote areas where infrastructure is pretty low?
The education must not be provided to the children in a building, because we made it so easy for these children to get the education. that the instructor can just take all the children to a shady area, maybe under a tree at the village square in an open place where they can all just sit down there, because not everybody might have the privilege of going to a classroom every day.
I think I like the presentation a lot. I like the thoughts behind, particularly the device that you guys came up with. So thumbs up on that. I have just one question. So what's that thing that will spark up someone's hunger, the adamus in this case, to want to learn?
We decided that one of our partners will be community leaders, religious organizations. The religious organizations, they will talk to their members. The community leaders will talk to their subjects and try and convince them that education is the key to ensuring that Nigeria moves forward. And then our instructional materials, the videos are not necessarily people. Some of the videos will be animations, cartoons of what children obviously want to watch. Because by the time you watch one cartoon of an educational thing, and then you now see your friend on the road the next day, you might be like, oh guy, I watched this cartoon yesterday, they were teaching us something, you should come and watch it too. And because they are children, they obviously like cartoons. They will always see animations, something fun that will keep their minds active and not get bored.
I liked how you said you take the mountain to Mohammed. That was really good. So my question, we know that this is a very burning issue for society. So in your opinion, how long would this take to implement?
It will take a while, a considerable amount of time for this kind of a thing to get to everybody. Because some people already have this notion in their minds that education is bad. Some people don't even know anything about education. So we obviously have to reach out to them through our NGOs, our religious organizations, our community leaders, even the distributors of the ed kits in smart school will also help to disseminate this idea to everybody, so that in the long run, everybody will be able to access it and then will get educated. In the long run, our over 11 million people will be reduced to a very, very minimum amount.
On your presentation, I saw what looked like a backpack. So I'm assuming that's the smart school backpack.
The backpack is the solar bag, because we realized that electricity is also a problem in Nigeria. So that bag you saw was a solar bag. It will provide power to the smart device, the projectors, and then we also have an adapter there too. Because adapters are universal. You can use it for iPhones, Android phones, tablets, and all that. So since we have an adapter, then we can always plug it to the bag, and that adapter will be able to connect to all the devices at the same time to provide power, so that the children will keep having the education right there with them.
I think what I liked about your presentation was the fact that you leveraged on a platform called the Quick Teller Pay Points. So I know that with that, because we have lots of agents around, you're going to reach a lot of people. I thought that was a good one. Well done, Team Jupiter. At this point, we can only wish you the very best when the jury gives their verdict later on in the season. Over 13,000 students registered for the InterswitchSPAK 1.0, out of which 81 of these sciences made it here on this show. Today, we have 9 of those sciences battling for bragging rights as the best science student in Nigeria. We'll be back after the break.
InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
There is a special breed of people who are never satisfied, who will not recognize the boundaries of day and night, who never compromise, who want the next thing they create to be better than anything that's gone before. People like this aren't always easy to live with. At IntersWitch, we owe them everything. Because of them, we continue to create a range of payment solutions that are quick, safe, and easy to use for anyone, from a big bank to a salon. And by coming up with answers to problems before the problems happen, we've always stayed ahead of the curve. Without our special people, we wouldn't be IntersWitch. So wherever your imagination takes you, we will be there with the payment solutions you need to thrive.
IntersWitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.
Penicillin, ethanol, flour, sugar, glue, whiskey, cornstalk, starch, oil, livestock feed, all from corn. You will discover endless opportunities when you search deeper. And to enjoy their full worth, you need an innovative payment solutions partner that creates value from the obvious and sees opportunity in the not so obvious.
IntersWitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.
InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
My name is Ikechukwu KK and I'm from JC Memorial College in Port Harcourt.
Tiami Taufik from Scholars Universal Secondary School, Ota, Ogun State.
My name is Olokere Good from Orita Mefa Baptist Model School, Oyo State.
My name is Ajaya Runde from Ibolo Academy, Ilesha, Osun State.
My name is Alote Favour from Maris Brothers Junior Tuturu, Abia State.
My name is Koti Richman from Greater Tomorrow International College, Ondo State.
My name is Shone Tolokwe from Moremo Secondary School, Shagamu, Ogun State.
My name is Ibrahim Ayomide. I'm from Escas College, Ibadan.
Welcome back. It's still InterswitchSPAK 1.0. Today, we continue the search for those who have the grit to make it to the semi-finals. But before you can do that, this champion has to go through 3 stages: the prelims, the semis, and the finals in order to bag the bragging right as best science student in Nigeria. 81 students were drawn into 9 teams of 9 students to play in 9 prelims. 3 with the highest scores in each of the prelims will then move on to the semis. Now, 27 semi-finalists will battle it out in 3 semi-final shows. The best 3 from each of the semi-finals will then head on to the finals. The 9 finalists will then compete for the title of Nigeria's best science students. But before we get down to business today, let's go up close and personal with our scientists. Ikechukwu, Favour, Richman, and Ayomide, what do you do for fun? And please, don't tell me reading. There has to be something more. Let's start with you, Favour. What do you do for fun?
I play badminton.
And you, Ikechukwu?
I listen to music.
You listen to music. Ayomide?
Drawing.
Oh, nice. I think after the show, if you make it to the semis, would you mind drawing a picture of me?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Well, I hope you make it to the semis so that you can draw something, okay? Richman, what about you?
Playing soccer.
Oh, soccer. But you're a scientist. Do you hope to someday switch and become Ronaldo?
Scientists can still play soccer.
Wonderful. Okay, let's get down to the order of the day. But before we do, one of our scientists couldn't make it today, Abdulafiz. So today, 8 scientists will be playing for 3 available slots at the semis. InterswitchSPAK is in 2 levels, the foundation and the advanced. In the foundation round, all of you would have an equal chance to attempt 16 multiple choice questions from different general science subject areas, each within a 15 seconds window. Marks will be awarded based on individual speed and accuracy. For questions in this round, the first 5 with the correct answer earns the maximum 10 points each, while others with the correct answer to the same question earns 5 points. An incorrect answer or no answer at all earns you 0 points. At the end of this round, only 5 of you with the highest score will proceed to the advanced round. Remember to lock in your answer within your 15 seconds. Okay? And you can only lock in your answer once. I wish you the very best. Question 1. Which of these hormones does not control menstrual cycle? A. Progesterone. B. Prolactin. C. Follicle stimulating hormones. And D. Luteinizing hormones. Richman, what was your answer?
Prolactin.
Toyolakwe, and yours?
D.
Okay, let's see who got it right and who got it wrong. 2 people got it wrong. Question 2. Which of the following is not part of the mammalian heart? A. Septum. B. Spleen. C. Atria. And D. Ventricle. This should be an easy one. Gold, what was your answer?
B.
B. Okay, let's find out. Everyone got it right. Question 3. What name is given to the structure that joins two bones together? A. Sinuses. B. Ligament. C. Tendons. And D. Muscles. This should be an easy one for everyone. And yes, it was. Everyone got it right. Question 4. Dash is the vector of river blindness. A. Mosquito. B. Black fly. C. Spider. And D. Ant. Once again, everyone got it right. I think my scientists are really good. So far, you all have been getting it right. Question 5. The factor responsible for evolutionary change is dash. A. Genetic variation. B. Gene flow. C. Mutation. And D. Genetic drift. Ayomide, what was your answer? Taufikat? You can't remember? Okay, let's see who got it right and who got it wrong. 4 people answered incorrectly. Question 6. Which of the following biomes are not found in Nigeria? A. Swamp. B. Deciduous forest. C. Afro-alpines. And D. Savanna. Only 3 people answered correctly. Question 7. The phenomenon observed in the figure below is termed A. Evaporation. B. Efflorescence. C. Condensation. And D. Sublimation. Ikechukwu, what was your answer? C. Favor, yours?
I don't remember.
Telokwe, can you remember yours?
A.
Let's find out who was right and who was wrong. Only Ikechukwu got it correct. Question 8. This is a picture of a metal at room temperature. Identify the metal. A. Gold. B. Mercury. C. Copper. And D. Iron. Two people got it wrong. Now we are halfway through the foundation round. Let's take a look at what our scoreboard looks like. Tolulokwe is topping the chart at 60 points, while Favor has the fastest average response time of 4.951 seconds. Not to worry if you're not yet on the top 5, because we're just halfway through. So you still have 8 more questions to catch up, okay? This is InterswitchSPAK 1.0. We'll be right back after the break.
This lady has nothing to do with this commercial. Absolutely nothing. We just used her to get your attention, which, judging by your reaction, we've succeeded. You see, if we didn't pay her, you wouldn't have stopped to listen to how QuickTeller makes everyday transactions easy. Well, with QuickTeller, you have one less thing to worry about when it comes to paying bills, sending money, buying airtime, and much more. QuickTeller, everyday payments made easy.
What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is verve. Verve in your mind helps understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing but possibilities. And verve in your hand, well, let's just say that's how you get rewarded for not giving up on you. No matter what you're into, verve is key to opening the doors you want. The only question that really matters is, have you got verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
Welcome back. This is still InterswitchSPAK 1.0, proudly sponsored by IntersWitch, transaction solutions you can depend on. It's still the foundation round and we have 8 more questions to go. Question 9. Which of the following equations most correctly represents a combustion reaction? Option A, A. Option B, D. Option C, B. And option D, C. Only 2 people answered incorrectly. Ikechukwu, what's your favorite subject?
It's actually math.
That maths? Okay, so I think it's excusable that you didn't get this correct. Question 10. Which of the following equipment is not used to detect radioactivity? A. Wilson and Cloud chamber. B. Gauge molar counter. C. Mass spectrometer. And D. Photographic plate. Ayomide, Gold, and Ayomide. You did not lock in your answer on time, so you get no point. Remember, you have 15 seconds, so endeavor to lock it in on time. Question 11. Which of the following is not a condition necessary for germination to occur in most seeds? A. Soil fertility. B. Water. C. Activation of enzymes. And D. Temperature. Ayomide, what was the answer? C. Okay, let's find out who got it right and who got it wrong. Only 3 people answered correctly. Question 12. Which of the following is not a type of ROM chip which allows user to change them? A. MROP. B. EEPROM. C. Programmable read-only memory. And D. EPROM. Favor, do you enjoy computer studies?
In a way.
In a way. Tolulope, you do? Richmond, do you also enjoy it? Ikechukwu?
Somehow.
Somehow. Okay, let's see who got it right and who got it wrong. 5 people answered correctly. Question 13. Which of the following products does not depend on petrochemicals as a raw material? A. Paint. B. Polyvinyl chloride. C. Petroleum jelly. And D. Galactose. Question 14. Which of the following separation technique is based on difference in solubility? A. Precipitation. B. Sublimation. C. Chromatography. And D. Distillation. Question 15. Which best describes the primary function of contractile vacuole in the amoeba diagram? A. Deamination. B. Photosynthesis. C. Movement. And D. Homeostasis. Let's find out if this was easy for everyone. Yes, it was. Everyone answered correctly. And now we're down to our final question for this round. Ikechukwu, you're really smiling. I love your smile. Okay, question 16. Which phase of mitosis comes immediately before the phase represented in the image? A, telophase, B, anaphase, C, prophase, and D, metaphase. Who got it right? Who got it wrong? Okay, let's find out if everyone got it right or everyone got it wrong. Apparently, 3 people got it right. Ikechukwu, Favor, and Gold. See, I didn't raise up your hand, and yet you got it right. Okay, we've come to the end of the foundation round. Ayomide Abraham, how do you feel? Come on, tell me, how do you feel?
I feel bad.
You feel bad? Why? You don't think you've done so well? Well, you never know. So look, where you're wearing a gloomy look. You feel bad as well?
No.
No. Well, put on a smile. So how confident are you that you'll make it to the advanced round?
50% confident.
50. That's good enough. Favor, how was this round for you?
It was fair.
It was fair. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. We want to see our results, but we'll do that after the break.
How do you become the voice of an entire continent when all the voices around you are shouting, no, you can't do it? What keeps you going when everything that should be a stepping stone becomes a stumbling block? What keeps you going is verve. You see, verve in your mind helps you understand that every stumbling block is actually a stepping stone. Verve in your vision helps you see nothing but possibilities. Verve in your heart gets you back up every time. And verve in your hand? Well, let's just say that's how you get rewarded for not giving up on you. No matter what you're into, verve is key to opening the doors you want. So forget all the questions they ask. The only question that really matters is, have you got verve? Verve, the rewarding way to make payments.
He was born with no superpowers. He was just unique, with a burning desire to know more. To question the answer, and then question the question. To never stop finding new ways of doing things. Curiosity not only drives innovation, it shapes the future of businesses. So wherever it leads you, IntersWitch will be there, providing diverse digital payment solutions, insights and opportunities. Because we're committed to finding better ways to ensure that your business runs efficiently.
Interswitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.
Welcome back. This is still InterswitchSPAK 1.0, and we just concluded the foundation round. Who amongst these scientists will proceed to the advanced round? Our scores are in. Unfortunately, only 5 of you will proceed to the advanced round. Taufikat, Ayomide Ajayi, and Ayomide Abraham. Unfortunately, the InterswitchSPAK challenge ends for you here. You've done very well. The fact that you've made it thus far says a lot about your intelligence. Go and spark up the rest of the world. A round of applause for them as they exit the stage. Congratulations to all 5 of you once again. Now it's time to get down to serious business. as only 3 of you will make it to the semis. So, in the advanced round, you'll each have an opportunity to select from 5 subject areas where your 15 questions will be spooled and asked. Now, after the take a turn, you'll each have a 45-second window to attempt your 15 questions. Now, if you miss or skip a question, not to worry. You can still attempt it provided it is within your 45 seconds. Each correct answer earns you 20 points, and scores from the foundation round do not apply here. Do you understand? Okay, now let's take a turn. To determine the order of play in this round, you'll each be required to complete a puzzle. The order in which you complete this puzzle will determine the order in which you play in the advanced round, with the fastest going first. Now, let's take a turn. Match each stimulus with the appropriate name of the response. Now we have our order of play, with Favor going first, Ikechukwu second, Gold third, Tolulokwe fourth, and Richmond fifth. As I mentioned earlier, you each have an opportunity to select your preferred questions, okay? So our question bank has been loaded. We'll start with you, Favor, because you are the fastest. Favor, what's your preferred subject?
Biology.
Biology it is. Ikechukwu, mathematics?
Biology.
Okay, I'm surprised. Gold.
Chemistry.
Tolulokwe.
Chemistry.
Richmond.
Biology.
Biology. Favor?
Biology.
Ikechukwu.
Biology.
Ikechukwu, I'm beginning to doubt you like mathematics. But unfortunately, we've run out of biology.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Gold.
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Tolulokwe.
Chemistry.
Richmond.
Chemistry.
Favor.
Chemistry.
We're out of chemistry as well. Ikechukwu, what's it going to be?
Physics.
Gold.
Physics.
Tolulokwe.
General knowledge.
Richmond.
Physics.
Favor.
Physics.
Ikechukwu.
Physics.
And now we're out of physics. Gold.
Mathematics.
Tolulokwe.
Mathematics.
Richmond.
Mathematics.
Favor.
Mathematics.
And we're out of mathematics. Ikechukwu, there's no mathematics for you. Which are you going with?
General knowledge.
General knowledge. Gold.
General knowledge.
Tolulokwe.
General knowledge.
And Richmond.
General knowledge.
Now, our question bucket is full. Okay, Favor, you're first in this round. Favor, now is your time to spark. What shape does the Staphylococci bacteria have?
Spherical.
What term describes animals that regurgitate their food and
Ruminants.
Which scientist coined the word cell?
Robert Hooke.
The organism Vibrio cholera causes the stomach of ruminant animals is divided into how many?
4 parts.
In which part of the cell does?
Mitochondria.
What apparatus is commonly used to determine the energy level of petrol?
Skip. Skip.
The element with the highest reducing ability in each period of the periodic table are?
Metals.
What is the molecular formula of sodium compound that forms the most active component in baking powder?
Sodium.
What is the trajectory of a projectile?
Parabola.
Your time is up. Ikechukwu, you've studied on your own for this point. Are you ready?
Yes, ma.
Ikechukwu, now is your time to spark. In relation to bacterial classification in Gram-Stein, which group of bacteria have thin,
Skip.
petty? Who proposed the law of independent assortment of genes?
Skip.
What term refers to organisms capable of manufacturing their food using inorganic raw materials?
Chemosynthetic organisms.
What is the major product of Solvay process?
Skip.
What is the chemical formula of sodium peroxide?
Na2O2.
What is the minimum amount of energy required for effective collision between reacting particles called?
Activation energy.
What is the equivalent capacitance of 4 parallel capacitors?
Skip.
Calculate the power of a lens of its focal length if its focal length is 10.
10.
If two pendulums of equal length
Skip.
and amplitude. Your time is up. Gold. Tell me something about your name, Gold.
My parents just named me Gold because we felt I was precious.
Oh, you're precious indeed. Now is your time to spark. A cobalt chloride paper placed in a leaf turned from blue to pink. This indicates the presence of which substance?
Water.
What group of bacteria becomes to
Skip.
Escherichia? What kind of relationship exists between living organisms which...
Symbiosis.
Find the sum of 132 base 4 and 212 base 4, leaving your answer in base 4.
1010.
In a circle of radius 17 cm, determine the length of the chord which is 8 cm from the center.
Skip.
Given that log 2 base 10 is equals to 0.3010. An anchored ship is rocked by waves whose crest is 5 meters apart and whose velocity is 11 meters per second. How long does it take the ship to bounce up?
2.2.
And your time is up. Tolu Lakpe, I can see you're ready. You have your pen and paper all set. Okay, but what's your favorite subject though?
Physics.
Physics. Okay. Any other second favorite?
Mathematics.
Okay, that's good. Tolu Lakpe, now is your time to spark. What is the allotropes of what do allotropes?
Physical property.
And which orbital are the valence electrons of element magnesium 12?
P.
What is the atomic mass of X if a mole of X OH2 has a molecular mass of 58 grams? Which compound makes palm wine taste sour after exposure to air for a few days? Which member of the halogen family is liquid from room temperature?
Bromine.
What is the SI unit of formula mass? What is the interconnected network created by the collection of latitude 66.5? An isobar is a line on a map joining.
Pressure.
Given that X varies directly as a square of Y, your time is up. Richmond. You tell me when you're ready, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay. Which element is essential for the formation of hemoglobin?
Oxygen.
Height is an example of what kind of variation?
Continuous.
In which gland is the enzyme ptyalin secreted?
Tongue.
What gas is evolved on warming ammonium trioxonitrate 5 with sodium
NO2.
hydroxide? Calculate the mass of sodium hydroxide.
Skip.
What is the product of the reaction of sucrose?
Skip.
On what does the resistivity of wire depend?
Length.
When is the velocity ratio of screw jack equal to the mechanical advantage?
When there's no friction.
What is the length of a pendulum if its period
Skip.
is 1 point? In the lower stem, what fraction is equal to 40%?
2/5.
Your time is up. How was it? If you were to rate your performance, Tolakwa, how would you rate yourself?
50%.
50%?
Yes.
Richman, what about you? Same thing, 50%. Favor? 60. Okay, that's good. That's good. Gold, and you?
20%.
20. Ikechukwu?
I don't know.
You know that the winner of InterswitchSPAK 1.0 gets 7.5 million in educational scholarship, right?
Yes.
Do we all know? Do we all know what is at stake, right?
Yes.
And the first step is to qualify for the semis. So you think your performance here today has earned you slots at the semis?
No.
Okay. Let's find out who amongst you will make it. But before we do, we'll take a break now, and when we return, we'll get the results.
InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
Problems. Who doesn't have them? Some problems are embarrassing. Some are humiliating. Some are unsuitable. Some are testing. Some are unexplainable. Some you just have to laugh about. And some, maybe not. Whatever life dishes you, you can always be sure you'll have one less thing to worry about when it comes to making payments, sending money, paying bills, and everyday payments. Quick Teller, everyday payments made easy.
Penicillin, ethanol, flour, sugar, glue, whiskey, corn silk, starch, oil, livestock feed, all from corn. You will discover endless opportunities when you search deeper, and to enjoy their full worth, you need an innovative payment solutions partner that creates value from the obvious and sees opportunity in the not so obvious.
IntersWitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.
Welcome back. We just concluded the advanced round. Now it's time to find out who amongst these 5 has earned slots to the semis. Our results are in. Tolulokwe, Richmond, congratulations. I will see you at the semis. Now we have 1 available slot. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Between Gold, Favor, and Ikechukwu, we have 1 more slot. Gold, Favor, Ikechukwu. Who is going to take that slot? Congratulations to you, Favor. You've earned yourself the slot. Ikechukwu.
Yes, ma'am.
Gold. Unfortunately, you will not be going to the semis. But don't feel sad, don't feel bad. You have done very well for yourself. From the qualifying exams to the innovation challenge, you did very well in representing your team, by the way. So I know that you are super sparks. So go and continue to spark up the innovator in you. A round of applause for them, please. Congratulations to you, Favor, Richmond, and Tolulokwe. You have earned for yourself slots at the semis. Another exciting episode of InterswitchSPAK 1.0 has gradually come to an end. 3 scientists emerged and they are heading on to the semis. The winner of InterswitchSPAK 1.0 gets 7.5 million naira, which covers a 5-year university scholarship inclusive of a monthly stipend. He or she also gets a laptop and the bragging right as best STEM student in Nigeria. The second place winner earns 4 million naira, which covers a 3-year university scholarship inclusive of a monthly stipend. He or she also gets a laptop. The third place winner isn't left out either, as he or she gets 1 million naira, which covers a 1-year university scholarship. I'm sure our viewers have been sparked up. Join us same time, same station next week for another exciting episode of InterswitchSPAK. And don't forget to follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at InterswitchSPAK to share in the fun. Bye for now.
InterswitchSPAK is an Interswitch Switch a Future initiative.